Getting you in the mood of AFCON coming up in Cote d'Ivoire. Well, right now, welcome you on the show, 360 Sport on Trust TV. Adeni Aji Shafe. We run through some sports stories trending in the world of sport. At least we talk about Super Eagles. AFCON is so close right now, and we can't wait to see our team. After all, they said they want to do it again. They won it 3 times, and we want to see them scooping that coveted trophy again over there in Cote d'Ivoire. Well, I'll be running through some stories, but before then, I have in the studio usual suspects, Olawale Peters. Good to have you.
Good morning, Adeni. It's my pleasure being here.
Good. I saw that smile, maybe because of Super Eagles.
Yeah, you said because we are waiting for them to win the
fourth one.
The trophy, the fourth one. So I don't know the trophy you are referring to. Is it the one they are going to play at Cote d'Ivoire or the one they are going to play in Abuja with Lugbe FC United? I don't really understand what you mean by saying you are waiting for them to win the trophy. Maybe when we get to the story, we'll talk about it.
Okay, good one. They are now. You actually start the birth nest now. Let's start from there. Well, right now we look at the first story that has to do with badminton, but this time around it's para badminton. We have a Nigerian who really has done well for herself. Para badminton, Nigeria's Eniola wins gold to qualify for Paralympics. For the fact that the lady has been able to do this right now, Nigerians are happy for the fact that she did that there. Let's look at the road to winning that particular gold. Nigeria's Eniola Bolaji Miriam has continued her dominance in para badminton by qualifying for the Paralympics in Paris next year. Eniola won gold medal in women's single at 5th Pazar Dubai Para Badminton International 2023, beating women's world number 5, world number 3, and world number 1 in the women's singles of the SL3 category of the championship. She has been unbeaten in 2023, winning 3 gold medals at African Para Badminton Championships in Kampala, Uganda. Eniola continued her impressive run at the Pazar Dubai Para Badminton International, beating world number 1 Shakro Koneta from Indonesia with that amount of scores to gold medal in women's single. A road final, Eniola beat Imoma Ivanovna from Bulgaria to proceed to the second round, where she subdued Mandip Kaur from India to book quarterfinal. At the quarterfinal, she beat Manasi Joshi, also from India, to secure a berth in the semi-final of the category. She prevailed on Xijian Xiao from China, 21-13, 20-22, 21-15, to book her place in the final. And right now, we're celebrating Eniola Bolaji for qualifying for the Olympics and also winning gold in that particular competition in Dubai. Celebrating this lady because from what she has done right now, she has actually been able to win gold. She has not been beaten this year. She was able to beat world number 1, world number 5, world number 3, and then picking the ticket to the Olympics.
So I think it's a very good one. And actually, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because if we look at her track record, since she came to limelight in 2021, that she represented Nigeria in Spain, she has been very fantastic. She has been improving on game-to-game basis. Now, you went for a competition in Dubai and you were able to defeat world number 1, world number 3, and world number 5. So if you're going to do another sport now, I'm very sure our ranking will have increased from where she was before the competition. But she shouldn't allow that to get into her head, because when it comes to Olympic, you have a lot of unknown players that will just come from anywhere to surprise you. So what she needs to do right now, what the Badminton Federation needs to do now, is to give her the necessary support in terms of exposure, in terms of experience, in terms of the confidence that she will need to really go out there. If you are getting a medal from this event at the Olympic, it's a plus to us. When was the last time we won a gold medal at the Olympic? So I think this is a very good one for us, and a good time for us to be looking at where we can be. It can be known not only in football but in other sports in which we've been doing for the past few years. I think it's a very good one. Like I said, I'm not surprised looking at our track record, and for you to be undefeated throughout the year 2023. And this is December already. So that means she has gone undefeated for the year, because this is going to be the last competition for this year. There won't be any competition again. So that means she has already set another record for people to try and to beat. So I think it's a very good one. But the most important thing is the preparation for the Olympic coming up in Paris in June next year.
And the main thing to let you know is the fact that Eniola Bolaji will be competing at the Olympic, because right now she has gotten the ticket to participate at the Para Badminton Championship there. Kudos to her for the fact that she was able to do that. And right now we are celebrating for the fact that she also became at least unbeaten throughout the whole season. 2023, she did not lose lose any competition. And right now, she is our own, at least a winner for today. We celebrate Eniola Bolaji for doing this particular, really a big one, a big feat for her there, celebrating her there. Right now, we move away from Barra badminton. Let's talk about the AFCON. Before we actually go on the show, we showed you the clip between of Super Eagles, where they're actually practicing ahead of the competition. But really, when it comes to AFCON, it's a battle of different nations across Africa. They always want to see how they can win this competition. We won it 3 times, and now we are going for the 4th. And the slogan is, let's do it again, according to the Super Eagles. We look at that story, AFCON 2023, trending provisional list of Super Eagles. Let's look at that particular story together with Olawale Peters. Well, that provisional list of 40 players. We have 40 players that have been invited or submitted by Coach Pizarro, although it will be put down to 27 players later. But from the way it is, let's look at it by department. For goalkeepers, we have Uzoho Adebayo Adeleye, Ojo Olorunleke, Stanley Nwabali, who plays South Africa. For Chipas United, Amanso Basoge, we have Christian Nwoke. For defenders, we have Ola Ino, Bright Osayi Samuel, Tyrone Ebuehi, Jamilu Collins, Zeidu Sanusi, Bruno Onyemaechi, William Truss Ekong is back. Shemi Ajayi, Calvin Bassey, Kenneth Omerio, Kevin Akpoguma, Chidozie Awaziem, Jordan Trunariga, and you have midfielders Wilfred Ndidi, Frank Oyenka, Joe Aribo, Alex Iwobi, Hassan Yusuf, Fisayo Dele Bashiru, Rafael Onyedika Nwadike, Kelechi Nwakali, and the attackers. We have Osimhen, African Footballer of the Year, Victor Boniface, Terem Murphy. Right now, news reaching is that Terem Murphy is injured. Uman Sadiq, Ahmed Musa, Paul Onuachu, Cyril Dessa, Ademola Lookman, Nathan Taylor, Moses Simon, Emmanuel Dennis, Samuel Chukwueze, and Kelechi Iheanacho. Looking at this particular list, we have 40 players there. This is a provisional list, although it will be pulled down. Let's start with the goalkeeper.
Okay, to be honest, I don't think there's anything to be celebrated about this list. Now, this is a provisional list, yes, and you can remove, you can add. But from what we have here now, we have 6 goalkeepers, which will be prone down to probably 3 or 4. And from these 6 goalkeepers here, on my own choice, I'm sure Pizarro doesn't have the gut, the confidence to go with it, to take that risk. I'm not even expecting to see Uzoho to make that list to start with. That's the truth. So for the goalkeeper, we're going to have a problem, because the football of nowadays, whatever style of football he wants to play, either tiki-taka, high press, high hand, it starts from the goalkeeper. They contribute a lot right now. But from the goalkeeper that we have being shortlisted, I don't see anybody that can really give us that.
There's a particular one there. That Stanley Nwabali has been with Chipas United in South African League, and a lot of attention has been on him because, according to nutrition, that Pizarro will actually give him a call up, and now the name has been mentioned. Nwabali, Adebayo Adeleye plays in Israel, Ojo Olorunleke is with Enyimba, Amanso Basoge and Christian Nwoke are in Nigerian League. But really, Nigerians are not too happy because our goalkeeping department is not too stable. We don't have a goalkeeper that we can say, sleeping, waking up, this is our number 1.
That is actually where the problem is. Goalkeeper, it's not something that you change time
every
to
time.
You don't. You have a goalkeeper that will be your number 1. Look at how the club, look at other countries. They have their number 1 goalkeeper, and they can be there for 3, 4, 5 years, because they have to understand the defense to start with. So if you don't have that good communication between the goalkeeper and the defense, it's going to be a very big problem. It's like there's no communication or coordination between the defender and the midfielders. There'll be a problem. If you don't have the same pattern between the midfielder and the attackers, you're going to have a problem. So goalkeeping department is not a place where you'll be changing people left, right, and center. Look at Dodo Mayana, Peter Rufai, Keshorumu, Vincent Enyama and Co. Alois Agu. They were the number 1 choice for this country for years. That's the truth. And when you're talking about goalkeeper, you don't need to go to Spain, Germany. Come to a local league here, look for a keeper that is hungry. I bet you from the 2 home-based goalkeepers that
we have like 3 there now.
That we have now, probably is the only one that will make the list. And if he won't make that list, it's going to be a bench warmer. So that is where the problem is now. It is high time. We don't have a goalkeeper. What's his name from South Africa? We don't know him. A lot of people are watching him. We watch him. We know it's very good. But is it good for the Super Eagles? That is the question.
Can he man the post?
Can he man the post for the Super Eagles? Do we trust him to even man the post for the Super Eagles? Does he have the confidence to be there? Because if you look at your goalkeeper, it's like he lacks confidence. It's always G3 anytime it's managed.
He's my goalkeeper now.
He's your goalkeeper now. Pizarro not your coach. Pizarro is your coach,
Okay.
so he's your goalkeeper.
Okay, I
so
agree.
to me, we have a lot of work to do in that department. If you ask me to choose, I'm going to go for the local goalkeeper. Let them be there. Let's take that risk. We have nothing to lose because the truth is we're not going there to win the trophy. We did not prepare. Today is what?
Today is 19th.
19th. And we are starting
January 13th.
January 13th. And we've not done anything. What has been our performance for the past 2, 3, 4, 5 matches? Nothing to write home about. So what we need to do is to go in there and have a team and a style of play. If anything comes, we shouldn't put that pressure on ourselves.
Even though this is a provisional list, in this particular list, is there any name that you expect to be there? I'm not talking about goalkeepers now, defenders, midfielders, attackers.
Okay, ordinarily I'm not surprised. That's why I said I'm disappointed with the list. All the names that we are expecting.
A lot of people are saying they should have given Gift Orban the chance to come in. So people are saying, okay, what happened? Okay, we know that some players are injured, but there are some players that are supposed to be there that they are not being. You know, a lot of people will be considering their own interests thereabout.
Well, Gift Orban is a talented player. It's a gifted player also. It's a player that needs to be given the opportunity, not even because of now, but for the future. That's the truth. So I see no reason why he's not making the list. And however, I'm not going to close the door. He's not going to make the list. It's a provisional list. You can still remove and you can still add.
That's why I will go to the issue of Leon Balogun. He just won the league with Rangers.
So why is he not really there? So I think let's just hold on. But my own major problem now is this. If you look at this list, the 40 provisional list, it shows that Worth and Pizarro is going to play is more of defending style of football. How can you be going to a competition like this and you have only 8
defenders?
No, midfielders.
Midfielders rather, sorry.
He's going with 13 attackers, 13 defenders from this list, and 8 midfielders. And we already know from his track record, you only go to a competition with 5 or 6 midfielders. And from these 5 or 6 midfielders that he normally goes with, we don't have a ball jogger, ball distributor, ball contributor. We don't have a set piece master. We don't have a midfielder that controls. So we don't have a creative midfielder. Even if you look at the list of all the 8 midfielders that he has called, none of them is a creative midfielder. None of them knows what to do with the ball before the ball gets to them. None of them can dribble 1, 2, 3. None of them can do. So it is actually a problem. So what he wants to do, what are you going there with a lot of attackers? So if you don't have a midfield, we all know that midfielders, they are the propeller that keep the engine of a team running. The modern day football that we are playing right now, if you don't have a good, sharp, creative midfielders, forget it. The ball is being played from the midfield. You're not playing balloon football. From
the way it is right now, you don't have confidence in the midfield.
I don't even have confidence in Pizarro to start with. I've been saying that for a very long time, and I will not stop saying it. I don't have confidence in him. I don't have confidence in this provisional list, except we start shouting right now.
And then maybe can put
and
in
can now put in, let's have more midfielders than attackers. Well, some people will argue that some of the attackers that he has here, they can still play from the midfield. No, they can only play from the wing. So we are talking about someone that will master the midfield. It's different from you playing from the wing. So how will the ball get to the wingers? So that is actually what the problem is now. Look at the list. Wilfred Ndidi, Frank Oyeka, Aribo, Alex Wobi, Alhassan Yusuf, Fisayo Dele Bashiru, Raphael Oyedeka, and Kelechi Nwakali.
Nwakali seems to be, at least to some extent, I still remember when he plays the junior category, he shows some flashes. He will be too, maybe, but I know that since JJ Okocha left, we've not been able to get back that particular midfield maestro. It was supposed to be this young man that traveled to play in Tremsey, Rabiu, that could have taken over. We don't know what happened. Rabiu will have been the best person to take over that particular role, but nothing. Since Okocha moved away from Eagles, we've been struggling to get a midfielder, a 100% midfielder.
I don't think we are struggling, but probably the people at the end of our affair, they've decided to look the other way around. But there are some names that they're not supposed to be here. So that's why I said earlier on that we have to take the risk. What do you mean we have to take the risk? That is what coaches, that is what they do. They make some decision that, no, there's something I've seen in this player. Let me remind you what Jose Mourinho said when he got to Chelsea and they're looking for striker. And he told them that, I want Drogba. The sporting director, the owners of the club, Abramovich, then was like,
Who is
Drogba? He said, you want a striker to deliver, get me Drogba. He insisted they should get in Drogba. And they got him Drogba. Because then, Jose Mourinho, Porto, they play against Marseille. And he saw what Drogba did. And after the match, Mourinho went to Drogba and said, I wish I have money. I will bring you over to play for me. But you have a junior brother that can play like you, that can afford at a lower pay. And he said, no, don't worry. You get to that point where you have the money
to buy me.
Come for me. And it happens. So that's what we are talking about. Coaches, you try and bring out a player because you have the confidence in the player. You know what the players can do. So you insist on the player that this is what I want. So don't tell me that since J.J. Okocha left, we don't have or we've not seen, even if they give you that opportunity to scout round this country, even for 6 months, to bring out 2 or 3 replacements of Okocha, we'll get it. But they are looking the other way around. Yes, a lot of people will argue that Alex Iwobi, no, to me, he's not a creative midfielder. I take it or leave it. It's more like a box-to-box player. That's the truth. He's not the kind of that player that we are really looking at.
In the mode of his uncle.
Yes. Nwakali, for example, now, let me look at him. He is very, very good. But are we giving him that opportunity? Are we giving him the confidence needed? Because whoever you are going to give that position, there will be a lot of pressure and a lot of load on him. We'll still continue to talk about Okocha. When the Okocha is holding the ball, even the attackers, the strikers,
it's coming.
They know it's coming. You can be expecting. Now, if you want to play free kick now, tell me, do you have a free kick specialist in our team? Those days, we want to play a corner kick or any set piece. Everybody will be looking at where's Mutiu Adepoju? The headmaster.
Finidi George
is there. Imali Amunike is there. Samson Siasa is there. Daniel Amokachi is there. We can start mentioning their name. But do we have that now? So that stability, that succession planning, we don't really have it. As far as I'm concerned, for AFCON, I'll just go there, chill, and whatever happens, we'll take it.
Let's see, maybe, at times when you underrate Eagles, that's when they actually want to prove you wrong. But let's just see what they will be doing at the AFCON. 40-man list released by Pizarro there, although they will still bring it down to 27 since CAF actually added more numbers to it. Well, hopefully, we wish Super Eagles all the best at the AFCON there in Côte d'Ivoire. Away from Côte d'Ivoire, quickly, let me just give you the result of the NBA played earlier today. Let's look at the result of the NBA. Games played, you have 76ers playing, and also, not forgetting Houston Rockets, who actually lost against Cleveland Cavaliers, 135 rather. LA Clippers, 151 against Indiana Pacers in that game. Chicago Bulls also, they fought hard. They won over Philadelphia 76ers, where Joel Embiid was able to score 40 points there. Detroit Pistons, 124. Atlanta Hawks had 130, 6 point extra. Miami Heat, they got 108, as Minnesota Timberwolves scored 112. Charlotte Hornets, 99. And Toronto Raptors were able to win that game by 114. Memphis Grizzlies, Dallas Mavericks, Brooklyn Nets, Washington Wizards, and New York Knicks all played their games as Oklahoma City Thunder won against Memphis Grizzlies. Denver Nuggets won by extra 26 points against Dallas Mavericks, while Utah Jazz, they won with a wide margin against Brooklyn Nets. Washington Wizards against Sacramento Kings was 143 to 131. As Los Angeles Lakers lost out against New York Knicks, scoring 109 against New York Knicks, who scored 114. Anthony Davis fought hard there to get at least 30 points for his team, LA Lakers, but they still lost out to New York Knicks in that particular encounter. Just giving you updates concerning the NBA result. Games are still on, talking about the NBA to the end of the year. Well, we'll continue to give you more details concerning that sport over there. And right now, we go to the big one that happened yesterday. A lot of people are waiting to see what will be the draw, the round of 16, the one they call knockout stage. But right now, let's start with the story. Napoli faces Barcelona in UEFA Champions League knockout stage. Those are the matches that will be coming up. The round of 16. Let's look at the draw that was actually concluded yesterday. Porto against Arsenal. Let's take it from there quickly. Our time is almost up. Porto, Napoli, Arsenal, Napoli, Barcelona, PSG, Real Sociedad, Inter, Atletico, PSV, Borussia Dortmund, Lazio, Bayern, Copenhagen, Man City, Real Madrid, RB Leipzig.
Okay, I think it's a perfect draw. It's a good draw, and it's anybody's game, take it or leave it. But if you look at it on paper, some people, they are looking at more, they have advantage over the other. But for them to have gotten to this particular
level,
level now, it shows that they really deserve to be there to qualify in their local league before they qualify from their group to now be where they are right now. And we have a lot of past winners there, the likes of Porto, Barcelona, Inter Milan, PSG,
Real Madrid,
Man City, Real Madrid. They have past winners, so that means they are coming with the experience. And we have those that also they've never won it before, the likes of the Arsenal, the Napoli, the Real Sociedad. They also PSG. They want to have something to really prove. But what is going to be interesting is, you see, the match between Napoli and Barcelona is going to be the star of it, because if you look at the two teams are the only team that they play opposite game. Napoli, that we know, the style of play they play is more of high-end box defense. They are very aggressive, both on the ball and off the ball. They have speed attackers also. And in Europe currently, now when you're talking about set pieces, they are the best. So it's going to be very interesting to watch, because the opposite is that of Barcelona. Barcelona, we all know what they play, tiki-taka, characterized by what? Ball movement and short passes. So, and once you have that, playing against someone that what they do is more like long ball, counter-attack, it will be very intense. Then both teams also, in 2009, 2020, they both met at this same level, in which Barcelona won 4-1 on aggregate. The first match, they won 3-1 at Nou Camp, and then when they went to Naples in Napoli, they drew 1-1. So it's going to be more like a revenge mission or what have you, but it's going to be very interesting. Then Porto and Arsenal also. Arsenal have been crying. They have been shouting. They want it, and this is an opportunity for them to really.
But for the way it is, which group, or rather, which of them is going to be a shocker for you? If you look at this particular fixture, Porto, Arsenal, you look at it as, okay, both of them are a kind of, if you want to rate them, maybe you're going to give them 50-50 for the game. Napoli, Barcelona. Let me do it this way. If I call the team, you just give the percentage.
Okay. Let's start
Porto, Arsenal.
Okay, I'll give it 70-30. 70 in favor of Arsenal.
70 for Arsenal, 30 for Porto. Well, hopefully, let's see, maybe the Gunners elephant to continue to. Napoli, Barcelona.
No, I'll give it 50-50.
Wow.
50-50. It's going to be anybody's game. It's going to be very interesting to watch.
PSG, Real Sociedad.
Okay, here we may have a shocker, because if you look at Real Sociedad, currently they're the only team that considered only 2 goals in the group stages. If you look at their movement, their transition for the past 3-4 years, they've been really going very well. So I'll give it 55% to 45%. 55% to Real Sociedad, 45% to PSG.
For PSG, because Sociedad really shocked everyone when it was the group stage. They really topped their group, and that was a fantastic performance for Sociedad. That's the team of our own Umar Sadiq. Inter Milan, Atletico, another big match.
Okay, it's going to be very interesting also to watch. But when it comes to this, I think the Atletico Madrid, they are still not getting it right, because if you look at the number of times they've played in the semi-final,
final,
and the final also, it's more than 8 times. So I think the same team, the same luck will follow them this season. Inter Milan, look at what they did last season. That confidence, that experience will come to play over them, and they are playing at home first. And if you're playing at home first, you have that advantage, San Siro, before they go to Atletico Madrid to play their next match. So I'll give it to Inter Milan 60-40.
60-40, PSV Eindhoven versus Borussia Dortmund.
Okay, we saw what Borussia Dortmund have been doing this season also. They've not been sleeping them. PSV also, they're more like the perennial
teams of the Champions League, like Shakhtar Donetsk.
And they are also a past winner of this competition. They've won it before in 1988, so they are not a pushover. So for me, I'll give it 50-50 between PSV and Borussia Dortmund.
Bayern Lazio.
Well, it's going to be very tough also, but I think no matter how close your tongue is to your nose, it will never touch it. So
Bayern should win, right? Well, let's see. Maybe Bayern will actually listen to that. For Manchester City, a lot of people are underrating Copenhagen.
They are not underrating them. Man City is running from Manchester United. So let's know that one.
What?
I'm telling you,
Manchester United fan.
The fact that you are saying Manchester doesn't mean Copenhagen because of
it's
what
not the Red Devils.
It's not the Red Devils.
This one is the Citizens.
They are the Citizens. They are the Blues. So definitely, I'm going to say this is going to be a walkover for Manchester City.
You almost mentioned Manchester United.
I can't mention Manchester.
What a way to throw a banter against Man United there. For RB Leipzig, they can actually sing a swan song against Real Madrid. How do you say this?
Yeah, they will, but take it or leave it. The Real Madrid players currently right now with Bellingham that is already up and doing, ready to do whatever he needs to do. I think Real Madrid will take the day. So I'll give it 55-45.
For Leipzig, 45?
55 to Real Madrid, and 45 to Leipzig.
Well, we wait to see the knockout stage. That at least the battle is on there. The draw was actually made yesterday, and we just have to bring to your attention there those fixtures that will be coming up. Round of 16 knockout. Who stays up and who are the big boys there? A lot of people are already tipping Man City, Real Madrid, Bayern, as usual, because they are really equal to the task when it comes to this particular competition. But right now, before we go, we have to wrap it up with this. This is a team called Girona. Girona surprised everyone this season. In fact, they are the shocking team. They won yesterday against Alaves, and now they are topping La Liga after match day 17. What's happening?
And it happens in all of the teams, but it's like we don't normally notice. Look at Aston Villa currently right now. Look at what they are doing in EPL. Look at Real Sociedad. Look at what they are doing. Look at Bayer Leverkusen. Look at what they are doing in Bundesliga also. So I'm not really surprised. For every year, a new team will come in and do that. So a very good one. I just hope they have the energy to continue to the end of the season.
Hopefully, Chelsea can borrow some leads from them.
Yeah, definitely, including Manchester United. Also,
I love the way you quickly accept that defeat. Oh my goodness, you just have to go now. Olalifters have been with us in the studio. Thank you so much.
It's my pleasure being here, Adeni. Thanks for having me.
Good one. I'm Adeni Ajishafe. But it's always business and fitness. Thanks for watching.